Okay, here we are. Hi everybody. How are you? I haven't seen most of you in quite a while. Sit around here, maybe somebody will come on. If not, this will go, I'll save it and everybody can see it and hear about what I've got going on. So we'll see if anybody comes on here for just a minute. That's one person there. Hi Steve. My husband is there because he's a good guy. So what I wanted to talk about today, and like I said, this will go on to my, or I'll save this so that you guys can watch it whenever you want to. It'll be on my stories and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about things that have been going on. Hi, Michelle. And things that are going on and things that will be going on with me, with my business, with my family, and all that kind of stuff. So just to kind of back up a little bit, most of you haven't seen me in probably a little more than a week because got a pinched nerve in my back and my sciatic nerve. So this is really the first I'm up and upright and able to get around and doing really fun things like making videos. Trying to figure out how to make that stop, but we're getting there. So that's just real quick. And so through all of this, I've kind of been self-quarantined whether I wanted to be or not because I just couldn't leave the house. Obviously there's a lot going on with COVID-19. I've been watching the news. I've been trying to figure out what's going to be happening with not only the world out there, but what's going to be happening with real estate, because you know this is my job, and we all know we've all been watching the stock market. Hey Jennifer, haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, hon? We're all watching the stock market going up and going down, and you know all of these things happening, and it scares people. And so I don't talk a lot, seriously about Facebook on my personal page, but that we are live on my personal page as well as my business page at this point. But I'm putting it on both so that we can kind of talk a minute about what we might expect to happen, about the difference between what's happening now versus what happened in 2008. The biggest thing is that what's happening is happening for different reasons. And hey Sally, so I know that it looks very similar and it's scaring people, and we're seeing showings go down on our listings, and so things are going to slow down a little bit, but there's still some really great rates out there for mortgages. So talk to lenders about refinancing if you have to. Talk to lenders about whether you can how to qualify for a loan, and as we go forward I'll talk a little more about what I'm going to be doing business wise with that. So that we know what's going to be, what's going to be happening and what I plan on doing. Just want to rest assured that we're here, we're still going to be moving forward, and real estate market's probably going to it's going to slow down for a bit. But as soon as this is over, I think it's going to pick back up again, and we're going to see things be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Hey, Penny. Thanks, Sally, about the Afghan. Yeah, our grandfathers made these Afghans behind us. So when they used to come to Florida in the winter times. So that's fun. So, just a little bit of assurance. Things are going to be okay. I'm still going to be working. Robbie's still going to be working. We're figuring out how to do things remotely for now. Because obviously it's not a good thing to be out and about and spreading germs from person to person right now. So we will be, doing open houses remotely. We'll be doing showings remotely. We'll be doing listing appointments remotely, and just making sure that we're still there for our customers on the business side of things. But that aside, there's a lot of fear going on right now. We just sat down and had a family meeting, and there's a lot of fear, and I'm on the video right now, so you're just going to have to, somebody's knocking on my door. They'll have to come back. But there's a lot of fear out there. And for those of you, so a lot of you know, many of you don't, that my background before real estate was with the United Methodist Church. I spent 13 years working with pastors from my local church in Lindsay, Ohio, all the way up into the conference level in Kansas when we lived there. And I was very blessed through all of those experiences. So I think at this point it's time for, it's a good time for me to kind of get back to some of those roots a little bit, and do a little sharing. And, you know, like I said, there's a lot of fear going out there. We're not also able to socialize with one another as much as we might like to. I'm sure that my friends at the office are just dying that they haven't seen me in a week. And hopefully at some point Jennifer Bowman will watch this and she'll laugh. So that's why I said that. So I'm trying to figure out how to do here. What we're going to start doing is a study on this book written by Adam Hamilton, who is a United Methodist minister in Kansas City for the Church of Resurrection. Great guy. I've learned a lot from him over the years. And so I think it's the book Unafraid is a great study to start and go through right now. So what I'd like to do is start a Zoom study, a Zoom meeting. We'll get a group of you together. You can DM me through both the business page and my personal page. DM me. We're gonna get together a Zoom meeting, and we'll figure out the best day and time, probably an evening sometime when people aren't working, or on a weekend when people aren't working, because I know even though many of us are working from home, we still have to work. So we'll make sure that doesn't take up work time. But getting my leaders guides together, and so we're going to, I want to start leading remote Bible study, or not Bible study, but a book study on this book, Unafraid, by Adam Hamilton. So I think it's a perfect time for it, because this is some scary stuff that's happening in our world right now, and so we want to be able to, there I am touching my face, but I washed my hands and I haven't touched anything except for my phone, so I'm good. But it's a good time, I think, to talk about what God's plans might be for all of us, and how He's going to help us through these times that are unsure and a little bit scary. So we're going to do that. And then business-wise, another thing that we're going to be doing is setting up a time where we're going to be going through how to hunker down. And I'll do this through my business page, and of course my friends are always welcome to come over there and see it too. But we're going to kind of figure out how to hunker down. Rob and I years ago got certified with Crown Ministries to do their financial planning, or not financial planning, but I can't think of the name of it now. It just went right out of my head. Sorry, folks. But they're gosh, there it goes. There's stuff for finances and your personal finances, and learning how to not necessarily live on cash, but kind of just pull back and live off of what you have, and live within your means. And so we're going to talk about, or do a study on how to do that, and kind of talk about that through the business page, so that we can kind of be a help to you, and how to, you know, right now you can't even buy a loaf of bread in some places. So if I have to, I'll get into my kitchen as soon as I can stand up for more than about 3 minutes. um, get into the kitchen. Maybe we'll bake a loaf of bread together, because I grew up learning how to do all of that kind of stuff. My grandmother was a Depression era, grew up in the Depression era. I remember in my formative years canning corn and shucking peas, and those are some of my best memories with my grandparents and my great-grandparents out on the farm. So passing some of those things that I learned to do all of those years ago, I think is a great thing, because we're an instant society now, and I know that there's a lot of people who just don't know how to bake that loaf of bread, and don't know how to live in a way that you don't just go to the grocery store and buy something right away. So we'll maybe do some things like that. We'll go through finances, how to shave those down and cut. I was just talking to a business coach. I was on a coaching call earlier today where we were kind of going through some of those things. And the coach said he had shaved $1,800 off of his budget just by cutting non-essentials. And that was both his personal and his business budget. So we'll kind of go through some of those things and see what it is that we can cut back on and live without. I know my family, we have Pandora and we have Spotify, and I'm amazed at the number of music things that we listen to. Obviously we don't need all of those. So cut some of those back. Maybe you don't need Netflix and Hulu. We'll talk about how to make those decisions and see what's in your budget that maybe shouldn't be or can't be for now. So those are kind of the two big things. I'll be doing some weekly market reports and going over that kind of stuff with you. That'll be on the business page, so that we can look at what's happening in the market, because we're always talking about or keeping an eye on that. Like I said, right now things are slowing down a bit, and that's expected, obviously, because we just can't go out. But we'll keep an eye on what's going to be happening after things kind of loosen up again. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about right now, to kind of introduce you to what's coming up. Please DM me, message me privately if you want to be in, or you can put it down below if you want to, and you don't care everybody knowing. That's okay with me too. I'll look at both. But if you want to be part of, excuse me, I'm going to lean down here. If you want to be part of our study on Unafraid, then we'll be starting that soon. So we'll talk about times for that. Please let me know that you want to be a part of that. If you want to be part of some of the other financial stuff that we're doing on the business page, I'll be posting on there what days you can expect to see those videos, and we'll just go from there. And as always, I pray for all of my friends, all of my family, all of my, even my coworkers and my colleagues, and community members and clients on a daily basis. So know that while I'm laid up, I can't really do a lot outside of my house right now. I have two able-bodied adult sons, and one of whom is looking at being off work here probably by the end of the week. So if you need anything, if you need a loaf of bread, if you need groceries, if there's something, if you're on self-quarantine, if you're not able to go out for some reason, and you need somebody to get something for you, you just let us know. We're gonna find a way to get that for you. Just let us know. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll keep praying for you, and I hope you'll keep praying for us as well. And please be blessed, and I hope you can have a great great week. Talk to you soon. Bye. Finish. Oh, wow, hey. Cleavage, sorry.